The supply chain major here in the College of Business looks at how products originate in other countries, other states, and end up as one finished product in your hands, in your supermarket, and in your store. Have you ever thought about that? How thousands of parts become one cell phone, one compact disc, one food product, one piece of downloadable music. How does it work? Here in the supply chain major, we teach you how that works, how you can experience that through travel opportunities, job growth, and a host of companies looking to hire our supply chain majors.
Many people may be asking, so what is supply chain? And it's interesting, throughout my travels in my business career, different companies, different people define supply chain in a variety of different ways. I think the most basic definition that I come across is really having to do with the flow of goods into and out of the company. And it really comes down to three basic disciplines, if you will. One, again, is around procurement or purchasing. And it's really around the strategic sourcing, identifying vendors, contracts, negotiation strategies for all the incoming materials. There's the logistics component, which is really around the warehousing and distribution strategy. And then the final component is around planning. One of the most interesting things that I've found about supply chain is in today's day and age, it's such a global marketplace that I think many folks that may not understand supply chain or not had exposure to supply chain may think, hey, it's just purchasing or it's just finding supplies. But in today's day and age, because of the global marketplace, it's incredible to me how much opportunity you have in supply chain to do work in all the different cultures. We have suppliers today that are in China, we have suppliers in Malaysia, we have suppliers in Europe. And so one of the most interesting things about supply chain is as you work up the supply chain and go from your manufacturing plant to all of the supply components, where they came from, what processes they went through, you really do get an amazing opportunity to interface in a lot of different cultures with a lot of different industries and a lot of different companies.
I went into supply chain for the primary focus of ensuring that customer needs were being met. To be able to see the product that we produce flow from beginning to end and making sure ultimately at the end of the day that the customer is satisfied.
When I think about the future of supply chain from a career standpoint, I think it's a very bright and optimistic future. What I've seen in the past many years that I've been in supply chain is many businesses, particularly manufacturing businesses, are evolving, and supply chain is becoming an increasingly important function in the business. With increasing competitive pressures, with a smaller world, if you will, global marketplace, the aspects of understanding your cost and your cost drivers are becoming more and more important, and I think that's driving more need for talented supply chain professionals. The ability to effectively move product around the globe seamlessly without service interruptions and at low cost is becoming an increasingly important aspect of business.